Okay, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations you Akim out there that's been pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Hey, we basically almost at the end of 2020. We in the 8th month, man. We got 4 months left, man. And the apostle Tahar was stressing that, hey, listen, perhaps they's going to jump off in the fall. So now we have Donald Trump suspending elections. What that tell you? He has dictatorial powers. Why? Because each president, when they there in office, what they do is they sign executive orders. They pass all kind of dictatorial powers upon themselves, but they themselves don't use it. Like Barack Obama in 2012. What he do? Brought forth the National Defense Authorization Act, or the NDAA, where he gave himself total dictatorial powers over the people, you know? We could lock you up, man, for being a domestic terrorist, man. So now Donald Trump, well, Barack Obama didn't utilize it. So now Donald Trump, with his Operation Warp Speed, House Resolution 6666, Operation Warp Speed, he can do that, man. Why? Because he gonna use the military to force vaccinate you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, man, and that's coming, man, to a town near you. You know, but you got forced teachers out there that's not teaching that Jacob's trouble is fastly approaching, that we in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble pursuant to Jeremiah 30:7. They're not teaching that 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 16 is in full effect, man. They're not teaching 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. Many great mysteries gonna come upon the people that have had great pride, man. Esau has great pride. And then you got 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, you're walking in great pride, man. Farther behind the ways of Esau. Many of these women, man, they walking in great pride, man. All the tribes, man. From Judah on down to Issachar, they walking in great pride. Why? Because they got their daddy backing them up. But soon their daddy ain't gonna back them up no more, man. But then you got these false teachers out there pushing the false narrative, man. The Alpha D microchip is not the mark of the beast. Jacob's trouble is not gonna commence. We're not in the time of Jacob's trouble. When the Most High Yahweh comes back, he's going to deliver everybody, man. And those that a part of the truth, they're gonna be delivered too. Whatever kind of manners they teaching, man, that's not doctrine, man. That's not sound doctrine. That's not from these scriptures, man. That's not of the Lord, man. Because the Most High speaking about delivering 1/3 of the elect. And that's it, man. And Jacob's trouble was here. We're in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble, man. Lack of jobs. You got people a paycheck away of being evicted. A paycheck away of starving, not starving, not having no food to feed their family. But we're approaching that time whereas it's gonna be a great famine, man. But these people don't believe anything because they listen to these false teachers, these false prophets that was back then during the time of Jeremiah. Hananiah was a false prophet. What the Most High do to him, the Most High put him to death. And you have plenty of false prophets out there, man. Then you have the Pharisees. That was certain sects of the Pharisees was wicked. Not all of them. But hey, man, everybody's reincarnated back in this time we living in, man. So I have a few scriptures, man. I'm not gonna go on ranting on, but we know that we in the end of the age of Esau. Look what's going on around the world, man. We have all kinds of disputes going on in the South China Sea with Taiwan and Hong Kong and China. Then we have America with tariffs on China and China with tariffs on America. Then we have the situation going on in Syria. Endless wars in Afghanistan. Then we have skirmishes going on with Russia intercepting U.S. aircrafts, man. So the situation is getting deep, man. But you got false teachers out there not teaching what's supposed to be taught, man. Why? Because they sold out or they false prophets, man. Either which way, man. They got a lot of explaining to do. Because you have the Alpha D microchip, it's in your face now, man. But you got certain groups of people, certain sects of Israelites saying that the Alpha D microchip is an embargo, or it's dealing with white women, or whatever the case may be, man. Whatever kind of fuckery they pushing. Now it's being manifested that, hey, we living in a time where Esau is going to use this Operation Warp Speed, House Resolution 6666 to force vaccinate people, and behind that is going to be it's going to be Alpha D microchipping, man. Because right now it's a conditioning. It's a conditioning. Like the apostle said, it's a conditioning, man. Condition you to wear a mask. Condition you to accept that is a global pandemic. Conditioning you to accept that Alpha D microchip. It's called gradualism. You understand? It's called gradualism. And Esau is gradually bringing out his draconian measures to implement mass vaccinations and Alpha D microchipping. And Donald Trump suspend elections. So guess what? There's not going to be no election in November. Going pursuant to the NDAA, I forgot the page it was on, but I know Barack Obama established that, whereas he have dictatorial powers, whereas he could shut down this government and use the military to govern everything, man. Continuity of government. But hey, guess what? You Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, man, you're caught up in a quagmire, man. You have no clue what's going on. I got a few scriptures. Abaratazar, you Akim out there will be edified. These are just things to consider, man. You know? Why would Barack Obama establish the National Defense Authorization Act in 2011, 2012, and he did it when everybody was celebrating New Year's of 2012, man? Why would he enact that NDAA, man, which is the National Defense Authorization Act? Why would he do that? Paving the way for the next president, because he himself didn't do anything, man. Now Donald Trump is about to use them dictatorial powers, whereas he's going to suspend elections and be a dictator, man, set himself as the king, man. And that was how can I say it? That was what they was planning to do in the beginning, man. So now it's starting to come. Now it's starting to play out, man. You understand what I'm saying? Now it's starting to play out. There's not gonna be no elections, man. If it is, it's gonna be Donald Trump, man. Nasty, freaky Joe Biden is not getting into the White House, man. Donald Trump is gonna remain there until America be destroyed, man. That's my belief, man. I don't believe that it's gonna be election, man, this coming November. If we're only 2 months away, 3 months away from November, We in the 10th month, man. November's what? The 11th month? Yo, we close. We close. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 21. Such things they did imagine. Talking about the 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans that imagine vain things. Also, for the false prophets that's out there giving you false hope, such as certain groups like IUIC, ISUPK, and any other group out there teaching contrary to the scriptures, man. That's not giving you 100% truth, man. They're imagining vain things, man. It says, such things they did imagine and were deceived. What's part of being deceived? The Alpha-D microchip is not the mark of the beast. It's an embargo. It's dealing with white women. You could take vaccinations. These things you ought not to do. Because you got false teachers out there teaching you and telling you that you could take a vaccination, man. That the Alpha-D microchip is not the mark of the beast. Also, Jacob's trouble is not going to come upon the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. And we in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble, man. I wholeheartedly believe in the scriptures, Jeremiah 30:7. Revelation 12:1. No, it's like a Daniel 12:1. Telling you, man. Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, the 16th chapter, man. Going into the trials of the tribulations, man. Second Ezra 8:50. Second Ezra 5:1. I can go on and on and on, man. We're in that time, man. So if you got a Jake out there that claims to be an Israelite and he's not teaching the 100% truth, man, he's telling you that there's no Jacob's trouble, that everybody's going to be delivered, the Lord's name is Christ. Hey, flee from that cat, man. That cat going to lead you straight to your destruction. Flee from that cat. You got to counter the blessing that the Most High guides your footsteps. Because a man's going is of the Lord. The Most High guides your footsteps to go to Great Millstone to learn 100% truth, man. You better count your blessings, man, and bring praise to Yahweh while Yahweh shot, man. Because, hey, a man's going is of the Lord. The Most High could have easily guided your footsteps to IUIC to be deceived. ISUPK to be deceived, man. This is deep, man. This is real deep. Back in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 21. Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness have blinded them. Taking that 501c3 charter, man. That was wickedness, man. That blinded you, man. Whereas you stop teaching the name of the Lord, man. Because you got that 501c3 charter, man, which was established by Lyndon Baines Johnson, man, in the 50s. Regulating the churches where they can't teach what they want to teach, man. You got to teach what the government allows you to teach, man. And you got a 501c3 charter, Nate. So what that tell me about you? And any other man that's dealing with prudence, man. Any other thinking, man. What that tell you about you, man? These are things to consider, man. You got false prophets out there, man. False prophets that's teaching you madness, man. That's going to lead you straight to destruction. Like it says in Job, the deceive and the deceiver are his, man. The man that's deceiving you belongs to the Most High. And the deceived belongs to the Most High, man. How real is that, man? How real is that, man? So these are things to consider, man. The Most High can set you up to be deceived. Leads you, a man's goings of the Lord. The Most High can direct your steps right to one of them camps of them false prophets, like ISUPK, man. IUIC, man. Come on, man. This is real. We dealing with reality here, man. So it reads back as the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 21. Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness have blinded them, man. Yeah, man. Being filled with pride, man. Your own wickedness have blinded you from the truth, man. Ultimately, the Most High blinded you from the truth, man. Because you wasn't a part of the two, because you wasn't a part of the 1/3. You wasn't a part of the elect, man. You said it to be a false prophet, to deceive the people. Whoever you may be out there teaching contrary to what the apostles are teaching us, man. According to these scriptures, man. Teaching 100% truth. You're blinded. And you said it to be a false prophet to deceive the people, man. And you yourself hey, guess what? You yourself being deceived. The Most High deceiving you, man. Deceiving you to deceive the people. So guess what? The deceiver and the deceived are the Most Highs, man. You both belong to the Most High. And that's just the bottom line, man. The Most High directs a man's steps. So it reads back in the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 22. As for the mysteries of Yahweh Shah, which is this truth, the deep, dark breakdowns of this truth, man, the deep understanding of this truth, man, being able to break down 100% of this truth, man, of this word, man. Read it again. As for the mysteries of Yahweh Shah, understanding the deep, dark sayings, understand that the Alpha-D microchip is the mark of the beast, understanding that Cornelius is an Israelite, understanding that the Gentiles that's speaking about in the books of Acts is talking about Israelites, man. You got to understand the history, man. Going back to during the time of the Antiochus Epiphanes and the Greeks, man. You got to understand that the Gentiles that's spoken of in the book of Acts is talking about Israelites, man. Israelites in the Gentile state of mind, like as we was in this land we living in right now called America. We once was calling ourselves Negroes, blacks, Hispanics, but now we come back and say the knowledge of the truth. We know who we are. We know our nationality. We know who we are, man. So we call ourselves from our perspective tribes, man, and surname ourselves, man. It's that simple, man. So it reads back in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 22. As for the mysteries of Yahweh, they knew them not. Because you got false prophets out there that's teaching bullshit, man. And then you got men that had the oil, and the Most High cut their bag, and that oil started dripping out. And they lost their oil, man. Now they teaching bugged out doctrines. They got what you call that again? They got the I'm saying that damn, man, how the fuck can I forget that real quick, man? They have the 501c3 charter, Salakia. And they forgot about the words of the Most High, because now you regulated by the government. They gave you that purse, perhaps, and you can't teach the words of the Most High. You gotta say God and Christ, whatever, bless, man, whatever how you call it, man, which is total bullshit. But the Most High got you in the trick bag, man. The deceived and the deceiver are the Most Highs, man. And hey, guess what, man? We all belong to the Lord, man. And we all doing the work of the Lord, man. Whether you're doing it on the left-hand side, whether you're doing it on the right-hand side, man, you're doing the work of the Lord. Bottom line, you can't get around that. So it reads, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, verse 22. As for the mysteries of Yahweh, they knew them not, neither hope they for the wages of righteousness. What's part of the mysteries of the Most High? Cornelius being an Israelite. The Alpha-D microchip is the mark of the beast. And I can go on and on and on, man. The Gentiles that's spoken of in the book of Acts is talking about Israelites. We can go on and on and on with this right here, man. Those are the mysteries, man, that you people out there can't get, man, because you're part of the 2/3 club, man. You can't get it, because the Most High blinded you, man. You can't get it, man. These are the mysteries, man, that it's talking about, man. And so it says, so it reads, as for the mysteries of Yahweh by Yahweh Shah, they knew them not. Neither hope they for the wages of righteousness, man. They didn't hope for the wages of righteousness, man. Why? Because they took that purse, man. Or they doing their own thing, man. But as for me and my house, I'm hoping on the Lord, man. For I'm hoping on the wages of righteousness, man. That's why I'm out here doing the work, man. Putting up videos, man. Going into the houses and the byways. I'm hoping for the wages of righteousness, man. That's what I'm hoping for, man. Me and my house. Bottom line, man. So it reads. It says, neither hope they for the wages of righteousness, nor discern a reward for blameless souls, man. Going out there in the houses and the byways, pushing this word, man. Giving praises to Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shah, calling on the name of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah, man. And doing that which is right in the eyes of the Most High. A lot of you cats out there that claim to be Israelites, you're not doing that, man. So the reward is only for the elect and destruction for those that forsake the Most High and do that which is evil in the eyes of the Most High. So with that, I'm going to close it out. This is things to consider. Shalom.